So if you've ever wondered about the process, for those of you who are soon going through pet euthanization, um, you can do it at your beds at an emergency hospital, animal shelter, or you can choose to do it at home. In Pittsburgh, they have this a place called the Loving Lap, if I'm saying it correctly, where they actually have a pet hospice. Um, and they actually do the in-home care as well, in-home passing. So it's crazy to think that dogs, excuse me, that pets actually have, there are places where pets have a hospice, just like, you know, people who are on near death have hospice. As humans, pets are treated the same way. For me, I went in with the thought, I called and told them that, I think, it's coming close to time, to where it's time for her to pass, but I needed to see a doctor. I went in, the doctor, he took her in another room and did the assessment. The doctor came back in, told me what her condition was, and, she I had already came in with the thought that it was time for her to pass and that it would be best to do it sooner, than the date that I had intended, um, just to keep her out of pain of what was about to occur. Um, and I agreed. We went over the excuse me, the prices of her fee, the examination fee, the euthanization, and then if you wanted to take the dog home, they can prepare the dog so you can take the dog home to bury him, or you can choose a public or either private cremation. Of course, the private cremation was a little bit more expensive, which is what I had, a private cremation for her. Um, and then they do their own cremating, so that's why I was able to pick her up in a couple of days instead of 2 weeks. So once all of that is discussed, they prepare the dog. If the dog is in pain, they give them medicine to make them more comfortable, just like humans, to make them more comfortable right before passing. So I could sit with her. I think they gave me about 10-15 minutes to sit with her, and then they came in. And she came in with the euthanization medication, to ask me was I ready. And she explained that the process would go very quickly. Her heart would stop, but it would be pain free. So as we're talking and she's injecting this medication, I'm already hysterical and like unconsolable at this point. They could hear me probably outside of that veterinary hospital. Um, and she put it in, and within seconds, she went from breathing to not, just like humans. There was no like last breath; it was immediate. And then they take the stethoscope to check her heart, and she let me know that her heart has now stopped beating. And I was hysterical all over again on the floor. So, um, yeah, about how I imagined I would be. And they let me sit with her a few minutes, and then they came and got her to go take a paw print, and then they allowed me to sit with her a few more minutes. And really, they were giving me all the time I wanted to sit with her after she passed. Um, so yeah, that's the process. You pay them, and then you wait for her ashes.